What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday morning. True Crime King back. All right, so I had to do a video on this guy, this evil. I don't know what to call him. He's not human. Just total evil. Okay, so let's start with this news article from Monroe Township, Ohio. Here's a picture of the man. An Ohio man accused of fatally shooting his 3 sons admitted to planning the killings and lining them up before executing them with a rifle, prosecutors said. Chad Doerman, 32, who is also accused of wounding the boy's mother. The mother was trying to protect one of the children and got shot in her hand. It's just awful. He's been charged with aggravated murder. Claremont County Chief Prosecutor of the Municipal Court, David Gast, said during Doerman's arraignment Friday that one of the boys tried to flee into a nearby field, but was hunted. He was hunted down and brought back to the house before being lined up and executed by his own father. His bail has been set at $20 million, which we all know he will never be able to pay that. And I'm sure if somehow he was able to, they would come up with something else to keep this monster in jail. At least I would hope so. This guy should never see the light of day ever again. And, he should get the worst punishment imaginable, as far as I'm concerned. He is currently being held in Claremont County Jail. Gast called the killings, David Gast, the worst crime he had ever seen. And he's the chief prosecutor for Claremont County, right? So he deals with murders probably every day. And this was the worst he has ever seen. Deputies responded to the home in Monroe Township shortly before 4 p.m. Thursday, after receiving a pair of 911 calls, one apparently from the mother who was screaming that her babies had been shot, and another from a passing motorist who said a girl was running down the street saying her father was killing people. The deputies found 3 boys, ages 3, 4, and 7, outside the home with gunshot wounds and tried to save their lives. But they were already dead. There was nothing they could do. They held these children knowing there was nothing they could do, Gast said. How do you unsee that sort of abomination? That's a quote from David Gast. You can't unsee them. It's going to affect everybody that saw that situation for the rest of their lives. This was the man that every day the children woke up looking for protection, love, and guidance in all things. He was their world. He was their guardian, and he executed them in cold blood. The sheriff's office said the 34-year-old mother, who has not been identified, was outside the home and had suffered a gunshot to the hand while trying to shield her sons from their father. She was transported to a hospital with injuries that did not appear to be life-threatening. Doerman was found sitting on a stoop on the porch. I put out a couple shorts yesterday if you want to see that. He was taken into custody without incident. Officials have not released a motive yet for why he killed his 3 children. Neighbors in Monroe Township, which is about 75 miles west of Columbus, reported hearing several gunshots fired in what they said is usually a quiet, calm neighborhood. I was sitting in the garage, and all of a sudden I hear boom, boom, and like 5 more. And I was like, that's 7 shots. Alex Spoonermore told WLTW in Cincinnati. I'm shaking. It was a lot. It was bad. That's a quote. All right, and now I'm going to play you the bond hearing from court. So here we go.
In an act of just incomprehensible cruelty, the father that stands before you lined up his 3 young boys, and he executed them in his own home with a rifle.
And this guy has tears and crying. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. He's just sorry. He's caught. He's an animal. He's not even human anymore. I mean, I don't even know what to call him. I can't call him what I want to because I will get demonetized and I will get a strike on my channel.
Ages 3, 4, and 7, Judge. In an act of desperation to save her children, the mother at some point grabbed the gun that father was wielding to attempt to protect them. We know that one of the boys was able to flee into a field near the home. And again, we know from his admission, father hunted that boy down, drug him back to the property, and executed him in front of witnesses. The mother was shot through the hand in her attempt to protect her children.
The mother tried everything she could. She took a bullet trying to protect her kids, just like almost any good mother that loves their children would do. But it just wasn't enough. He overpowered her.
Judge, I asked the court in setting this bond to just begin to imagine their fear. This was the man that every day they woke up looking to for protection, love, guidance in all things. Man they trust more than any other person on earth. A person they rely upon to keep them safe from harm. He was their world. He was their guardian. And he executed them in cold blood. We know that from his admission. By that same admission, Judge, he has committed one of the most monstrous, craven, cowardly acts that will ever be our misfortune to see.
Keyword cowardly. I mean, these children, 3, 4, and 7, they stand no chance against this 32-year-old man, right? No chance. They're helpless.
To make things even more disturbing, Judge, this was no haphazard act. Again, by his own admission, he planned the events of this day.
That's premeditated.
Judge, it's important for the court to know in the bond we're going to request today, for the court to understand Claremont County deputies, Monroe Township Fire and EMS, and other first responders bravely respond to the scene where they don't know what's going on.
At this point in time, bond's going to be set in the amount of $20 million cash or surety. Anything else at this time, Mr. Gass?
No, Judge.
Mr. Cal? Mr. Cal, anything further?
Nothing at this time.
All right, thank you.
Right, so that was the monster. That was his bond hearing. Just wanted to make a quick little video on this. Totally horrible. I'm speechless. Let me know what you guys think. And until next time, True Crime King, out.